The problem is now that Champ Select is going too fast. Okay, we're just getting it on screen. Renata was the final lock-in. Bard is the immediate response. So we have the hybrid supports against each other, Bard versus Renata. Now Bard, really good against immobile champions, or relatively immobile. Certainly is. And Rob,
well,
already, look at these massive gold leads across the board already. Wonder getting aggressive. Mirwin likely going to be forced to flash here, but Skeens taking his sweet time, waiting until there's really no angle out. Mirwin dropping for first blood. Skeens a little bit caught off guard that there wasn't even a flash there. A nice start for the side of SK.
I'm not going to lie, Mirwin, you shouldn't have died to that. They had vision to spot out where Skeens was on his first clear on Raptors.
Collapse the wave. Maybe a battle for Drake. Drake already started, excuse me. All in on the top lane, though, is Mirwin. Level 6, Wonder the one who got that support, and Wonder the one now running for his life. Shock Blast, we're not even going to look top. It doesn't connect. Wonder just barely able to take over level 6, but that's first Drake. Dive bot lane looking good. Yoppa level 6, Vi on the way in. Realm Warp is there. He's doing what he can to clear the way, but again, the bailout is there. There's really just nothing that can be done. Alvaro beautifully tanking the tower. Had 20 CS advantage on top of the kill. Oh, Mickey. No, that's... that.
False confidence with Skeens
Take kill.
But Mickey getting caught means they can't really contest the Void Grubs either. Now slow Q might be caught.
Flashback. Gravity Field once again.
Really contest this. Mickey going to spot them out.
Mickey only manages to connect onto Alvaro. Nice backstep from Supa. Handshake back. Mickey likely, well, he's at the very least in trouble. Gravity Field down. Mickey going to try to make his way. A nice stun lands in. Supa going to be in trouble, but he kills Mickey. The bailout is clutch. The body blocks are not enough. The Raptors manage to finish. And they lose bot tower. Mickey is trying a little bit too hard to make these plays. He's taking a lot of risks that just feel a bit unnecessary. I love an aggressive support as Jojo now in trouble. Sidestep not nearly enough. Yop was able to grab that kill. So another kill on Jojo. Things aren't actually too bad for SK if you ignore the giant gaping hole
behind now.
That is Supa in the bottom lane. 1.7k advantage. Can they find this shutdown? Skeens finds the knockup. Good follow through. Mickey on the chase. Supa will finally fall. Yoppa hoping to find the kill. It'll instead go to Wonder. And the gold's just even now.
But MKOI still with the advantage that they have, able to just force the play.
SK a little bit lost in the sauce, it's safe to say, as they kind of hover around the Herald and then opt not to contest it, are now moving down to the Drake, but MKOI are fine with this. They're just going to now try to take everything.
Yeah, SK are giving way too much space towards MKOI, especially if they can start to have multiple positions as Mirwin. Losing the 1v1?
1v1. Overheat is really well timed from Wonder. Mirwin flashing out of that one. Wonder, E-flash! Solo kill for Wonder. 2-0-1 now the scoreline, but in the meantime, his team is losing the Drake.
And just goes for it, yeah. Mirwin not connecting with the burst damage he needed on that Q was pretty crucial.
Oof. Nice little wave of movements you heard. E-flash in to secure it, but that's going to be the Herald. They picked up moments before. Fight now breaking out. Mickey off to the side. The cease and desist comes down, and he is already dead. R flash forward from Alvaro. Flash back in response from Yoppa. As Wonder gets lower and lower. It's a double kill for Supa. All that gold invested into this 80 carry paying off as MKOI finally find a fight.
That was brutal from MKOI. Back and then like use the fact you are squishier to not be in harm's way.
Oh, all in onto Mirwin here. Tower turned off for a brief moment. Power, the Tempered Fate. Binding connects, and Wonder grabs another good side lane pick for SK as they try to shift things back in their favor.
Yeah.
Jojo already pushing in top wave though. And now MKOI perhaps looking for a counterpunch. 4v3, they're gonna go in anyway. Elioya about to fall for that one. Does manage to flash out. Curtain call coming in. Shutdown is there. MKOI did not do the math. The fist fight breaks out between SK members. Likely this bot lane is going to fall now. All 5 members of SK are here. Excellent handshake from Alvaro to stop the play in its tracks. But Jojo is still pushing.
Yeah, I think SK, though, made the right call. Like, you have to sacrifice something. Sure, it'd be the tier 2, and Jojo will get some gold. But you got 2 kills. You get a tower for yourself as well. I think you had to make some sort of play like this, as long as they don't get caught on the punchback.
Double TP in. No Tempered Fate for Mickey. Supa continuing to walk up. Decent chunk. Mirwin now recognizing that maybe he sticked around just a little bit too long. Mickey once again on the chase. Mickey fishing for redemption, but all he'll find is an early grave. Supa down. Boy.
Yeah, SK basically seeing that ward now and realizing that the trap they're trying to set up isn't going to work. But Mickey lock up there. SK debating if they respond. Initial interrupt, but Supa caught out. Supa locked down. They're hoping to find the bailout, but they managed to burn it before it can come through.
2. SK now turning onto Elyoya, frontlining as best he can, but they managed to salvage the fight. Yappa, 2 bullets left in the chamber. 1 more in the clip, he makes it happen! Another kill to come through. Jojapune tries to style his way out. The Realm Warp takes him away. 3rd item. But in the meantime, Yappa has picked up an IE. So he's continuing to get more powerful. SK shouldn't be able to contest this one. Going over the wall, though, they found themselves locked up. Ulti now used. Stun has connected on Supa. Mirwan fishing for the flank. Skeen's taken out. Yappa, 3 bullets left, hoping to find something as Wonder's already chunked away. The Dragon still has not fallen. The Dragon resetting. Wonder on a killing spree. All in is Mirwan onto Yappa. You'll be able to find the kill. It is slowQ and Mickey. A nice stun to interrupt the ball breaker. slowQ not repositioning the ulti for some reason. I don't know if it would have even mattered. slowQ down. Mickey, the last man standing. Elyoya and Mirwan holding the line. Turning their sights back as Mickey runs for dear life. He managed to pick up a chime. Running, sprinting.
There's a rise on the way, though.
Praying for the chime spawn. The Q goes wide. Mickey will fall. Ace for MKOI.
And they'll turn in for this. It's Alvaro gets caught. Supa with the pullback. But as Supa goes forward to take the fight, Mickey actually gets a good ultimate off and then gets the stun on the Dragon.
Frustrating for SK now. 1,600 gold down against MKOI. Reminder, if SK goes 0-2 here, they are securing out. Baron. Shouldn't be a difficult feat.
SK, not quite on the map. Basically passing the line that they have. As Mirwan.
Mickey goes through. Yappa now locked up. Ulti onto the rest of the team as Yappa flashes out. That's pretty much a perfect start despite the initial disaster. Yappa running for dear life, but the ulti is there as he starts to auto Mickey. Hits the plane instead to heal up. Ulti reset now coming in from slowQ. slowQ trying to make the difference as Wonder goes golden. Jojapune on the side. Mickey going in. Flash Q into the wall. SK, they're finding a way in this fight as Supa holds on for dear life. McHale's is there. Running back into the midst of the entire team with the exhaust. Right on Q. What the hell indeed?
No follow-up. Yappa managing to stay away from the hostile takeover as well. It means that he doesn't actually kill Mickey. Opens up with a curtain call because the positioning...
I am shook. I am flabbergasted, and I don't even have time to be that. Setup from Mickey is good. Q timing is also good. Immediate fall from Skeens. Yappa from downtown making it look easy. Alvaro running for his life. Bailout is there, but no one nearby looking for a kill. Red Bull Baron power play looking damn good for SK Gaming. They were
out of this.
They were out of this. MKOI, I mean, they kept it close. They gave up so much to keep it close, and it has paid off because 3 items now for Yappa. He's hitting like a truck, and MKOI, despite how incredibly fed Supa has been, have not been able to leverage his lead. And now SK can fish as much as they'd like. Bit of poke on Jojapune. Immediate ult onto Jojapune, running for his life as the curtains have been called. He's forced to flash away, but the ulti resets are still coming. SK are unrelenting. Lockett keeping Mickey alive.
It's Mirwan staying alive that may have just held onto the game, but SK, they want to reset. They want to teleport back in. SK looking to end the game right now. It's going to be a 3v5.
After yesterday's performance, it felt like SK were done. It felt like anything other than an 0-2 was too much to ask for this lineup. But in game 1, they have weathered the storm. They have found their way back in. Skeen's almost going to kill Mickey, but the Q still connects onto Alvaro. Root there on the deadly flourish. Flag and drag through. Supa put into the Cataclysm, flashing away as the Nexus is starting to fall. 1 tower left standing. Mirwan dropping as well. 10 seconds left on Elyoya. The wave being ushered in. SK keeping their playoff dreams alive with a victory in game 1.
SK snatching that game from the jaws. Or something here.
Oh, they're just giving Silas free real estate. They say, we're not worried about it. We're going to pick for our comp. We'll give Silas every good ultimate you can imagine. And now the Olaf locked in the top lane. Set it down. Nothing really SK
this
can
is
do
risky,
about
though.
this.
SK have moved. That's what like
2K, 1K. Elyoya smite secured. Yeah, a little bit indecisive from SK. We saw the same thing in the previous game. There's some moments where it feels like they're a little bit uncertain if they want to go for the contest.
Yeah, it was very risky because you had push on bot lane for Yappa and Mickey. Level 6 being hit by Yappa as well. The only, I think, saving grace was that slowQ had actually moved in towards this top side. Ooh. As a nice deal from Elyoya, but damage.
Kick back, looking good on the slowQ. slowQ really just nowhere to go. Flashes over the wall, instant double flash follow. He's going to walk back into enemy territory, but there's just nothing he can do. A nice little pick coming in for slowQ.
Eventually falls. But first blood for Mirwan.
Surprise Elyoya not going to contest.
He's stepping up so far.
Okay. Credit to Yappa. Like, again, this is one of the guys who's been getting a ton of praise on this team. And while we do get nervous anytime when anyone on SK steps forward like that, it's nice to see that sometimes they do survive.
Sometimes, yeah.
Just make sure he doesn't get caught out by the hook. The previous death, a little bit unavoidable, as MKOI committed just about every flash they had to find it. But now in the isolated 1v1, JoJo going all in, just takes him out. Wants to play Ashe side lane either. Hook lands on the Mickey. JoJo being ready with the Abscond of Duck. Nice combo coming through. Doesn't quite connect on a slow Q. Mickey drops down.
Way more consistent though. Not giving anything really across the map. Playing through their strengths. And SK are struggling to make this composition work.
That they are, Rob. I understand the part for them to kick things off by themselves. We haven't seen them link up. Look at the power of the J4.
Are MKOI just collapsing on top lane though?
Well, they're getting some plates, but they do lose the... Last time we saw a game like this, Rob, it was last game. And SK won that game. So I don't know how critical to be. But it's the second game in a row where we're seeing SK kind of just trade down.
Yeah. I'd like to see Skeens get a little bit more involved in things. Because it does feel like he's kind of just full clearing, but yeah.
TP in, Yappa gonna be in trouble. Skeens is now involved in things. Ulti, double suppression. Yappa doesn't have enough damage to kill any of these people, and now it looks like Skeens is going to drop down. Slow Q waiting over the wall. Nice scatter, but that Olaf is immune to CZ. Wonder on the side. Bounce House bringing down Miro, and Yappa now allowed to unleash with the Hunter's Focus. But not nearly enough damage. Backstep on the hook is good. Now Yappa can finally step up and get active, but Jojupune is still there, right up in his face. Finding the kill. Wonder running for his life. MKOI slaughtering SK in the fight.
Wonder, oh, he super gets him.
Sidestep, double bounce, red buff. Nice kick, you call it out. Jojupune agrees with you. SK getting dunked on. Yappa now in trouble. Nowhere to go. Another kick connecting. Elyoya is nasty with it. And SK gonna try to get one kill back. Another tower shot connects, but a quick ward hop out from Elyoya. Things are rapidly going from bad to worse. The Slow Q now in trouble. Kingslayer not doing too much damage, but Slow Q really just not able to survive on that side lane in isolation.
Yeah, Mickey was trying to block the arcane shots, or the mystic shots even from Supa, but the Sonic Wave from the other side was what caught Yappa out. Elyoya now moving up over towards this Rift Herald, and this, like, it's clinical. Like, SK are just falling completely apart, and it's MKOI keeping that rapid pace up. This is what we talked about at the start of the series. Like, SK, when the pace really
on the hard seal, that's maybe 2 procs. I'm guessing 2 procs. Like, this is a composition strong champion. It could do so much work, but Slow Q falling behind in the 1v1 has cost them so dearly. And Yappa and Mickey not being able to find good angles has been bad for them as well. Empowered Blast Cone. That's going to be Ulti picked up. Ulti traded back. They're just charming each other, but Mickey's in trouble. Nowhere to go.
The Syndra's in trouble as well. MKOI are here. SK going to be forced to back away. They don't even care about the dragon. They want the tier 2.
Fully focused as a red buff is being stolen right now from Mirwin. MKOI really doing whatever they would like in this exchange. Wave slowly being cleared by the side of SK. Jojupune dashing forward. Does not connect on the abduct. Mount up, though, means he's caught in the midst of the team. Ulti there now, responded by Alvaro. Skeens continuing to barrel forward. Wonder off on the side. Rage stacked, but there's a Dragon's Rage ready to go for Elyoya. He can just kick him right out and into one more. It's a lot harder to play out Callista in that previous game than it is for MKOI to play out. Well, they're almost 2,000 gold lead in bot lane, 1.5k mid, 1,000 in jungle, 1,000 in top lane. Hell, even Alvaro
goes into a side lane.
I mean, what they're going to do is they're going to press scatter. Then they're going to push Arrow, and they're going to push Ulti, or they'll wait for Supa to overextend. Cleanse, he gets pulled back anyway. 80 carry dying on mid-wave. TP in. SK hoping to turn the fight, but that is one very fast Olaf who did not auto. Irish spice cake.
Yeah.
It took me straight to booze, Rob. I don't know.
Yeah.
Dang, Google. That's a microaggression. That's crazy. Anyway, SK did get an objective bounty back. We like to see this. And I think their grouped up clump, their death ball, is still pretty threatening. And the skirmishes, the 3v3s, it gets a little bit harder. But they are giving up Chemtech Soul for this top lane tier 2. So it will be Chemtech Soul for MKOI. So don't be deceived. Yeah. Oh, hook there. Wonder on the chase. Skeens. Nope.
I don't know if they have the health bar for it. Yeah. So I think they actually... Oh, wait, Supa!
Oh, Supa! SK praying that Supa goes too far. He does! That's 2 times in a row. That's rough. Chemtech Soul is secured, and it should have just cost the tower, but instead,
Jojo?
now SK trying to up the pace of the game, running forward. Abscond already used by Jojo Pune. They just have to wait for the abduct to expire. No! Yalpa just sidesteps it, continuing to walk up. Stolen! No ultimate into the wall from Jojo Pune, but the knockback from Slow Q is just in time. Goes Golden. A freeze frame as he's about to slam down the chains, but it's a shutdown now. MKOI starting to fall apart. Elio pulled back into the team! They're doing it again! How are they doing it again? Mirwin is CC immune, but he's not damage immune. SK! Find 4!
There's no world that this happens a second time. How in the hell? Like, you can see the frustration on Jojo's face there. That's insane that they keep getting caught.
What is that? Bro. Oh! Okay, no. What is happening? It's not real.
They certainly are after this one. My God.
I'm not allowed to say it, but it's so funny when he does. What are you doing, MKOI? Can they find the fight? Alvaro, the start of this fight not looking good, but Supa for now completely untouched. Wonder waiting off the flank. The Chemtech Soul still there. Decent ulti to King things off from Mickey. Jojo Pune now finally getting involved, but they're already dying. SK! How? How?
Jojo don't get caught. He's going to have the ultimate. At least that'll give him something, but that's already 2 members down. Wondrous just takes them out to the side. How the hell are MKOI losing this again? They just walked in. I mean, the entire group separated.
Bro, we said at the start of the game they're super short range. They need to get a snowball, and they did get the snowball. The snowball was massive. It was gigantic. It was a freaking avalanche, and SK stopped it and turned it on its head. Now they're marching down the mid lane, breaking open the inhibitor line. I thought I was flabbergasted in game 1, but we need a stronger word. Weird Oxford English people to describe. Talking about Irish desserts.
Oh, yeah.
Arrow. Okay. Close. Tier 2 about to fall. SK back on track. Slow Q, knocked back. Decent poke to kick things off. Goes Golden to interrupt. Ulti now coming in. Mickey in trouble. Jojo Pune off on the flank. Stolen Seraphine ultimate is good. Elio into the midst of the team. SK taken down in the blink of an eye. MKOI turning it back. Abscond. Abduct. Double kill for Wonder. Not enough to stop the tide of MKOI. But a mid lane inhibitor is exposed. There's a control ward there getting furiously pinged as well. Series. He did it in game 1, but credit to him. Weird series. So we haven't had time to properly celebrate him, but if he wins 2-0 here, there will be plenty of time. First top laner to have such an achievement. Scatter now used. Arrow goes in, connects onto Olaf. Not an ideal target. SK starting to back away. MKOI know that they're going to be forced to fight. Hook in onto enemy jungler. Alvaro going to get used. Encore used. Jojo Pune on the flank. It's gone. Abduct not going to connect. Alvaro now in trouble. Wonder using the Gnar. A lot of key ultimates missing. Arrow going to be picked up. CC immune is Mirwin tearing through the team. Jojo Pune to follow. Mickey still standing. Slow Q still standing. Wonder wants to make the difference. Eyes on that little Yordle. He's getting angry. Actually, he's a little bit sleepy, but it does not matter. He finds another. Jumping in. Oh, it might be a one trick, but it's a damn good trick. SK with a triple kill. They're going to 2-0 MKOI.
6-0 and 7 for Wonder. But SK lost the early game both times. MKOI picked up this series and threw it out the door. But SK was somehow 2-0 Movistar Koi.
I don't know how it happened, but I know it ended in an SK 2-0. Let's send it over to Jacques and Skeens. That's Wonder.
Sorry,
it's Wonder.
I changed it. Skeens is in PGL with Mickey and Wonder is with me. I had to after that performance. You guys are running out of words. I'm smiling ear to ear for SK. Incredible Wonder. Talk to me about specifically the last couple of fights in the last game being so far behind. It was crazy.
Yeah, we were really struggling this game, and it looked very, very unwinnable.
Yeah.
But then they kind of trolled a little bit. They gave us like some good shutdowns. Their champions, like, I mean, I think their champions, they have to go in, right? And once we actually get like 3-4 items, we have enough damage to like hit whoever is running at us. Like if it's the Olaf, we can actually kill him. If it's the Silas, we can kill him. Like all of their champions are kind of, they don't synergize very well. I mean, they all run in, but
yeah.
like Lee Sin, if he messes up, he dies. Like Olaf, if he messes up, he dies. Same with Silas. So it's like hard for them to play, but I think, yeah, it was very unwinnable this game, but we managed to win anyways.
It was crazy. Did you, I mean, mentally, right? Even in game 1, you found the picks when you needed to, and it's like you never lost hope because you knew what to do. Did that help, even being behind in game 2, knowing like, well, they're probably going to be out of position at one point?
Yeah, I think they, I mean, they definitely, if they were playing very clean, the need of the game should have probably been very easy for us to win, but they ended up like, yeah, not being, I guess, like insecure in what to do, doing like the wrong thing or doing like different things. And so, yeah, I think even like Yoba this game was like joking about it's KOI, they're like infamous for throwing the game, and like they managed to do it in the end, so I guess we take those.
Yeah, it was crazy. You talked yesterday about being kumbaya and everything is chill. So how kumbaya can you be when you're like 5,000 gold behind?
We were ice cold. Like
Yeah.
we were like, we knew that even if we would lose, like game 3 would have been ours. The vibes were like immaculate. They were on point. I think there was never a doubt in us that we would persevere in the end.
Yeah, we saw it. But you guys have been inconsistent, Wonder, because I'll see you play like this today and then Intit tomorrow. So tell me about how are you going to make it more consistent so that maybe we see SK in playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, it's a hard road ahead of us.
Yeah.
I think it's K-Corp basically, and they're undefeated. So, I mean, if we play like today, I think our early games and just like how we played in general, I think it's going to be very hard against K-Corp. Like, they will for sure be able to close out a game like this. And if we play like we did against Heretics, it'll also be very hard because I think every single objective we went into, we were kind of like very lost.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, we have 1 week to hopefully pull an upset win against K-Corp, and then I think even then maybe we have a chance, maybe we don't have a chance. So
Who
I don't
knows?
know. We'll just, I guess, take this week as it goes and hopefully make it work.
Yeah, never stop believing. And if it's as entertaining as it was now, then it's awesome. I'm going to head over to PGL with Mickey, Skeens, and Finn. I'm going to give you that, if you can give that back to audio. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, we've been discussing right now. We've been sitting here conversing about how SK came back in the series. And
Yeah.
the general consensus seems to be, we don't know.
We don't know. Wait, you both don't know?
Yeah, it was kind of up to them, I guess, to give it to us. They were very generous.
They were.
Appreciate it. I was already thinking about game 3, what we're going to do. So.
Yeah, we too, us too actually. But I think we have the replay maybe. I don't know if it's ready because we've been jumping around production. I'm so sorry for the hectic stuff. So we'll do our Euronics play of the day, in fact, where SK sweep MKOI. Skeens, Mickey, talk us through what happens here.
Oh, yeah. I guess we found a good pick on the Ezreal here when we had no flash. And then I think they just kept running into us 1 by 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened? Yeah. So it was kind of up to them, yeah, to take these. I don't know what they were up to. A good movement by the Ashe.
Skeens, what do you think?
I mean, I was just waiting for the Lee Sin, to be honest. Like,
Yeah, I was ready to
I
flash
saw this
W
guy
over.
was dying, so I was like, okay. I see there's a Lee Sin alone, I can go on for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof, I thought we were going to miss.
Yeah,
But
same,
he-
by the way. But he didn't flash it,
And
so
all I
I
was
was
had to
like,
run him 1v5. Got my Ashe. I'll play
Yeah.
to him.
I feel like this was your Euronics play of the day, but it kind of feels like an
What else?
MKOI misplay.
Yeah.
I mean, that was definitely an odd one.
wait, this was play of the day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole day.
It's been a rough day, okay, Skeens? Like, calm
I don't
down.
know if you
Okay?
saw the previous series, but it's been a rough day.
Fair.
Actually, it's for the whole weekend, so here we go.
Holy. That's
Yeah.
more damage.
But Skeens, talk me a little bit through but you obviously had a lot of pressure, right? Because you needed to win at least 1 game. But the whole series, it felt like you guys were on the back foot and you had to make the pick. So how was it from the jungle position trying to save the sinking ship that ended up not sinking?
No, I mean, I don't feel like that much pressure, to be honest. Like, if you win, that's nice. If you don't lose, I mean, if you don't win, like, it's kind of, we are out, so it's kind of whatever, I guess. It's fine.
Okay.
But
Doesn't matter.
yeah, I think the first game, we did well, to be honest. I think we were playing quite good, and I mean, we were playing fine at least, I would say. And for the second game, I think the draft was really hard in the game. I don't think we could do much, even I think if we entered a lot. But yeah, we were just waiting for them to lose the game, to be honest.
Yeah. Talk to me about game 1, Mickey, because your bard was quite voracious in the early game.
Voracious.
Yeah, voracious, hungry, seeking to devour something.
Yes.
You were running around the map and looking for plays. Didn't really work out in the beginning, but then you turned it around.
Yeah, I was kind of griefing the first 15 minutes, but then I realized that if I just like start the fight with my ult, I think we can just win fights, and that's kind of how we were playing them.
It's very good when you play bard and you
yeah.
start to fight with your ult, yeah.
But I thought
Good
we
that
were
you
just like
figured it out.
outspoke them, you know, because like we should have the rage advantage with like Victor, Rumble, Jhin a little bit. But then they also had Jace, so that was a bit difficult.
Yeah.
So
Was it though?
yeah, And then there was one fight where Victor didn't do moves ult. That was kind of funny.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We were like saying, oh, you can move ult, by the way.
Yeah. Is that like what bot laners do when they play Victor?
Oh, that was the mid laner on
It was-
Victor.
it
But
was-
Oh, it was actually.
that's the problem. That's the problem.
That was
It
me
was- it
reading
was
the
a funny
Reddit thread
moment.
and they were flaming bot laners. That's why that came from.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
You can write that off as a communication issue.
Yeah, could have been.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. That game was rough as well.
That's
At least
funny.
early. But after we won one fight, it was a bit simpler.
Yep. Our Kia player of the series was Wonder. Let's go.
Fair enough.
Big W.
Big W. Deserved, right, Finn?
Yeah, I mean, he had a crazy series. Game 1, solo killing the Rumble. Solo killing the